Do so for We the People news. I'm not an attorney, don't care to be an attorney. This is a learning video because I never look straight forward. I always look around for the outside forces may want to commit harm upon me. And I want to be able to protect myself by any means necessary. Especially if I have to think outside the box. Alright, this is going to be part 2 of the video. You guys may have to watch this a couple times to really understand what he's talking about, because we are being so misled so much that it really is hard to comprehend. You know, and this is the reason why, and this kind of goes along the lines of my thought of, never understand. Alright.
And it's not about how much you owe. It's about the word specie. Specie is money, type of money. In other words, you owe 952. What? Currency. So I went and got 952 pesos, which is $1. And I thrown it on the counter. He said, we don't want that. Isn't that currency? No. Oh, city court. So I took the judge to court on the grounds. He said that wasn't currency. Well, what I meant was, then I meant to pay it too, and I didn't. See, they give me all these arguments when I'm in court. When I'm in court, it's see, it's an absolute zoo. Yes.
Could we use something like that for, how we're under an emergency authorization?
Okay.
This is what has been boggling my brain is how come we're still under this emergency authorization?
Yeah, we're emergency.
How come we can't flip that?
This is what they're going to tell you. HJR, House Joint Resolution 192, has been repealed. It has been repealed. But you can take a $20 Federal Reserve, don't go buy a gallon of milk, so the policy is still in place. So, buddy, I hope they open their mouth and say that to me, because now I got them. So what we're doing is any and all, see? So what we're asking in this video is, apparently there's something wrong. I have to go to court. You're going to take my property through the legal system. I'm not an attorney. I can't make a legal determination. So what specie is on that sheet of paper? There's no $signs on your property tax statement, by the way. Well, what are they all talking about?
Money court is all about dispute resolution.
I don't know. It's a new way of thought, so you guys may have to kind of look at this in a different outlook. But the number one issue that we need to have and to go through
What are they talking about?
is proceed forward.
Did they type out the word?
No. So what are they talking about? Well, see what you're saying. Okay, you made a statement. You just made a claim. Okay, you know what it is. We'll take fiat.
And I'm doing that during the commercials because Satan's sorry, right? I don't know if it's going to help, be honest. So excuse me through these deals process, okay?
Okay.
Because see, I have a form. The word form is model or skeleton of an instrument to be used in a judicial proceeding. See, I can change it, whatever. Then fill out my form. If you don't fill out the form, you agree I don't owe anything because there's no specie for me to pay in. Or I will pay it in something else. I got a ticket. I went to court and I'm doing all my ridiculous stuff. The judge says, that's enough. You owe the fine. You're paying the fine no matter what. I said, fair enough. Here's my form. Fill it out. He said, I will not fill that out. I said, okay. Then let me fill it out for you. He said, what? Will you take a specie that I can buy a house and property with? Will you accept that? He said, yes. I'll be back tomorrow with the specie you just accepted. I pulled the transcript. I highlighted it on there. I walked in there, and in the bag, he opened it up. I had boardwalk where you said buy property and a house. I can't make it. I'm not legal. I cannot make a legal determination. See? Now, I'm going to insult somebody here, and I don't mean to. Are you married?
No.
Okay, then what is it? You said no, so you know what is it? Tell me, you said you're not married. What is it? What is being married?
You tricked me with this question. Anything you say, maybe you say.
See? Anything you say? Okay, so you don't know what it is? Okay, then let me tell you what it is, okay? Being married is,
Married your job.
see? Now, let me ask you a question. I'm going to ask somebody a question, and they're not going to like this, but that's okay. Are you a prostitute?
Yes.
Okay?
I just give it away for free though. I'm just kidding. No.
What is it? What is it?
I was a prostitute.
Okay, a prostitute carries certain tools. I notice you have the tools that they carry. How would I not know? A prostitute has certain tools, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, a man shows up at your house with a butt crack. He's a plumber. Oh my God, I'm a carpenter. Oh. Butt crack, butt crack, butt crack, butt. So we're all carpenters. The point I'm making is I refuse to make a claim. See? See what I'm saying?
So I should have said to what?
There you go. See? Are you married? I don't know. What's serious? I don't know. What is it?
Yeah.
So I can. Now, I was born in Michigan. We say you guys.
Yeah.
What do you say in Texas?
Y'all.
Okay, so you guys and y'all are the same. You guys means. No, it means I expose myself in public and they like it. So you said you just said Santa Claus like it. See, what?
Y'all is non-gender specific.
Okay, no, the question. All right, the question is, we don't say that here. What does it mean?
I don't know. We've said it all our lives in Iowa. You guys.
See, the point, do you see the point I'm making? You made a claim. I refuse to make a claim under any circumstance. See? Okay, do you have any children? Do you mind me asking? Guess what? What is a children? What are children?
3 children.
What are they?
What are children?
You said you were. Oh, I have a dictionary right here that says children are offspring of men. Oh, wait. See the problem? You made a claim.
Yeah.
The question is, do I have any children? I don't know. What are they? So I can answer the question truthfully, honestly, and properly. What are they? Okay, Your Honor, I want that struck from the record. You can never use it again. I gave you the opportunity. See where I'm coming from? That's what we're doing.
For it though. I mean,
Say that
you
again.
shouldn't use kids because then that's codes. But when you're in court, should you say offspring?
No, I don't make it. No, I wouldn't say. See, ask me the same question.
What would you use in court?
You have
No,
children,
you asked me. Ask me.
Oh, like if I was a judge? You have
No,
children.
You asked me.
Ask if he has any children. Oh, do you have any children?
Thank you for asking. I don't know. What are they? So I can answer it. Okay, I want that struck from the record. They can never use it. As far as they're concerned, I have no children. Why? I don't know what they are.
What is the meaning of children?
Doesn't matter, does it? Unless I define it. Okay, children, okay, it's got 4 tires on the ground and it has air in it. That's children. Those are my babies. See? In other words, unless they tell you what it is, you don't know. Does that make
If
sense?
it's there, they have to define.
Hey, wait, they're asking you the question. You're hanging yourself. Do you have a smartphone?
Goes back to what I've been saying, right? So he's basically doing what I'm saying. He don't understand the question, right? So I don't know. Trickery of words. If they can use trickery of words, so can we the people.
smart, mine's pretty dumb.
Okay, would you mind looking up Title I, Section 1? I'm gonna show you why I do this. I'll let you read. Okay, would anybody look up Title I, Section 1? We've done this before, but I just want you to hear why I do this. What the government's doing, I don't hate the government. I do not. But what I don't like is I don't like to be cheesed. I don't like to be pushed all around. I don't like to be run over. And see, what they're doing is property tax in the Constitution says ad valorem is unconstitutional. The government cannot charge ad valorem taxes. I have a letter from Ann Richards saying we can't charge property tax. We have no jurisdiction. Well, I'm going to give it to the counties. That's how we're going to fix it. Okay, I have no jurisdiction in your house. You go over there and get anything you want. Go ahead. I give it to you.
All right.
If I don't have it, how do I give it away? See, that's what bothers me. Yes.
Title has been made positive law by Section 1 of Act July 30th, 1947, Chapters 388.
Okay. I said Title I, Section 1.
Did you know detergent leaves behind bacteria?
Again,
Add Clorox laundry
just cutting this
sanitizer
in
to
because
every
of
load to kill
this, right?
99.9%
And
of odor-causing bacteria.
always just
Clorox
remind
fabric
yourself,
sanitizer
whether you
kills
do it this way
bacteria
or not,
detergent leaves behind.
it's trickery of words, y'all. Trickery of words.
Is this the one about person and officer?
Thanks,
Yes.
opposite. That's what he's trying to say.
What I'm trying to tell you is, I want you to read it so you understand.
No, it's the children.
Okay, then when they ask you, would you have any children? What is children? Well, I'll tell you what children are. See? I can't tell you what children are. Why? Because I don't know the connotation they're using in it. I told you, I'm from Michigan. Okay, what's the weather like outside?
What?
The weather. Today. What's the weather like today?
I don't know what it's like in Michigan.
See how simple that is? And Antarctica is 40 below. It's snowing. It is. Yeah, well, I thought it was hot and sunny. I didn't say out there. I just said, how's the weather? When we answer it, we make the claim. That's the problem. And we're doing it to ourselves. These judges, they're corrupt.
Yeah.
Yes, they are corrupt. There's no question. But I take the corruption away from them because when I ask the question and he answers it incorrectly, I'm going to appeal. Now, I've got an appeal, not on this. Oh, I'm there for a speeding ticket. I'm going to go over there because the judge said my shirt didn't make me look fat. I'm over there. He's got no business saying that. So I'm appealing the fact that he said my shirt didn't make me look fat. The liar.
Okay, I got a question. This is
Sure.
on, for her case. I won't say much about it when she tells us, okay, but if she's already had something happen bad to her
Okay.
because the judge.
That's okay.
And it's over with, like you said.
That's okay. Now that I got new information, I want to reopen the case because I got new information.
So how do you reopen that?
Go back to the court and open it. They're going to deny it. Now, okay, you denied it. New information. Go right straight to the appellate court.
Okay, do you open that? Because I hate to open stuff with a motion because then you're.
Sure, of course. You're going to open it. I have new evidence. I want the case reopened.
If you don't want to do a motion because that's pleading with these assets.
Just pay the filing fee, use the Pulper's form, pay a filing fee, and this court.
With a notice?
That's fine. It's your case. Do whatever you want to. They're going to deny it.
Okay.
Once they deny it, it's denied with new information. They're now stifling my due process. I'm going straight to the appellate court on the grounds. I got new evidence.
And they withheld it from you.
There you go. See, there's a million ways to do this. Now you got a brand new case with the old stuff. See, the judges don't really like me, okay? Not because I'm smart, but because I'm so bizarre, they can't get their arms around it.
So can you go in with something like Cindy as a friend of the court?
I don't know. I've never done that. I always go in as a POA. Huh?
What is what?
Point of no return. Power of attorney.
Oh, okay.
Say, you go online and get a 2848, that's the IRS form, and then just change it around to where it says, see, what I'm saying is, I don't know how to do everything. I just know what happens. Now, let me give you an example. I work with Darren. He has a problem with a city close by here. What happened?
I'm still waiting for a trial. It's been
See?
over, what, a year and a half?
See, they asked for an 11-month, what do they call it?
The extension.
They wanted an 11-month extension.
Adjournment.
Yeah. So they want an 11-month extension? Don't we have the Speedy Trial Act here?
Yeah.
Huh. So it's 11 months speedy trial? They're done. It's done.
He went in and talked to the city manager, and it was just,
See?
Kerry was real quiet at first, and the city manager stepped and said a couple of things he shouldn't.
They got rid of that city manager.
Yes, they did. See? Now, can anybody tell me, has anybody ever gotten up in the middle of the night and stepped in poo on the floor? Has that ever happened to anybody? Really? Okay, what is poo? What is it?
Gooey stuff between your toes.
What is it? You said you did, so what is it? No, it's chocolate pie, and it falls off my plate, and I sipped on the chocolate. See, I don't know. What is it? You have to ask them, because one says it's chocolate pie. No, I never did that. See how simple that is? That's what I do on every single thing, bar none. Okay, my wife says, I will not argue with you. Why? She said, I just can't.
Ask the drinking ones, sending here, ask the drinking.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask, does anybody in here a little tipsy, a little bit of a drinker? Does anybody in here enjoy a little bit of drink now and then? Don't be afraid.
I'm gonna pause that for a second. You gotta sit and think about that for a minute, y'all. My wife will not argue with me because he's going to have something to come back to, right? That just ends the argument. Why? Because he does not make a claim to his wife, right? She's stuck, just like the judge is stuck, right? Literally, that's just got to be funny, and some of y'all being married and all that, just learning this and put this on your spouse. You would have to laugh at that, right? But it cut down on an argument, right?
It's pointing at me. Does anybody enjoy what do you like? Really? I thought I was talking about water. Sorry. You don't drink water then? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, so
As usual.
Okay.
One more time.
Calm down.
You got this deal here.
does that make sense? Anybody have a question for me? If you have an IRS problem or you have a property tax problem, get a hold of Darren. He can get a hold of me, and I will try my best to help you get back in line. Okay?
I
Yes.
have something that already passed. Like
That's
a long time
okay.
ago, I-
Doesn't matter.
But I'm gonna use it as an example.
Okay.
Okay, so my in-laws,
Yes.
like, my husband and I put our $10,000 down, we bought our home, but it was part of, they wouldn't let me have my name on anything, because I don't know, that's just how they work. And then then as soon as my husband had an issue, they took this house was supposed to be part of our inheritance, they were gonna help us, they helped us renovate it, and that was part of our inheritance. Well, then my husband decided to be a drinker, and he got to be a hot mess for a little while. He's great right now. He quit drinking a few years ago, so he's good. But back then, he's a hot mess. I needed him out of the house because I had young children. I didn't want him to cause chaos, so I needed him out until he got his crap together. So his parents took the home back, but my name wasn't on anything, so it made us look like a renter. And so I tried to fight for it because I wasn't a renter. It wasn't the same
Right.
situation. I had paid for that house, but they took it
Okay.
away.
What happened was you went into the argument. Do you have a marriage license?
Yes.
In Texas, that's okay.
Yeah.
In Texas, we are a community property state.
Absolutely.
Take that, lay it on the counter, say, we got new evidence. Give me that house today, or I'm coming. That's just what I do. So, see, I use everything in my ability.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care what it is, I'm going to use it in my ability. So what you do is you say, here's a marriage license, dated pre to that. They took my house. They took my house. I want the money back.
Yeah.
And believe me, you will get it back.
Okay, so what about in the same situation, well, similar, I was married down here, I got married in Iowa, but I don't know if that'll matter. I was married to the man, said, when my little children were little, said, hey, we're gonna give each child 10,000. We're gonna put in this certain thing, whatever it was. And by the time they reach 18, it's gonna be like 50,000 plus to start them off to go to college. Cool. They said, well, we're gonna give Tim's name on it and the child. I said, oh, let's do that. I think he's pretty bad with money. Well, let's do that. Now, my children have no college. I think they give it to the twins as well later on. And the money's gone. It was only meant for college. So as I was married to him, saying, this is community property.
Absolutely.
I want this shit back.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what the law says. No, that's what the law says. When I get involved, now let me just tell you one more story that I've done. We sued the IRS. I helped a man sue the IRS 11, 12 years ago. They came to court and said, please get these assholes off my back. Here's my accounting. They spent $1,100,000 on attorney's fees to get us off of their back. I love it. If it were me, I would put a suit together that he'll never wipe off. I'll bankrupt him. That's the second time I've done that. We had a company take a lady's money to give to the IRS. We sued the company. The suit went on for 7 years. It was $1,600. They spent $250,000. Then we appealed it. They said, good, no, here's the $1,600. We'll go away. See, they gave us the $1,600 back. So, lawsuits are extremely expensive. See? So does that make sense?
So we said, if you put it together a good lawsuit, like you give a ton of production documents to do, interrogatories, admissions, and do depositions, they're going to say, man, this is too much. They'll try to settle out with you.
They'll settle out. Now, there's two things allowed in court. What are they? Two things.
Evidence and facts.
Facts and evidence, right? He's right. So, make it very factual. Then when you file the suit, the court will take it. Then what I do now is I pay a process server. Because I serve Mary Louise Garcia, who is the Tarrant County's thing. She opened it up, said, oh my God, she taped it back together and wrote on it, never received, and sent it back.
Oh my God.
So guess what? She got it broke off in her. So I can't go in the courtroom down there. I can't even walk in. When she sees me walk in, the sheriff meets in there and says, you're not welcome here. Wait a minute, this is my courthouse, baby. But see, does that make sense? Because she had to hire an attorney herself, personally, show up to the thing, and he said, well, she never received it. I said, well, here's my, so I had her, what do you call it, process server. I paid a process server. He went in there. What was so funny was, she was sitting in chambers and served. I have a judge right now that's being served next week while she's sitting on the bench in front of the whole court.
Wow. See, I want to watch this. I want to be there. Like, I want to watch it.
No, I'm just telling you, see, okay, the judge told me I was an asshole, and I told him, thank you. So, does anybody have a question? Because my time is up.
All right, well, Gary, thanks for coming.
Okay, y'all. I don't know exactly how all this works.
More
Let's
evidence
see
tonight
here.
that it's always the people you most suspect.
Boom, boom. That's what happens when you just kind of rig things around, right? Alright, I'm not saying to do what he's doing. Alright, this is just a learning video. If you must, and you're not age majority to handle matters in your own hands, you must be an adult to take an attorney to help you through this. However, it's going to cost you thousands. So, like I say, I don't never look straight forward. I always look around me, for the outside forces may want to commit harm upon me. Alright? If this works, by gosh, I'm going to use it to my benefit, for my protection. So this is Diesel We the People News. Until next time, y'all. Bye. I hope you enjoy.